European Union ministers, in the presence of Josep Borrell, the EU's High Representative for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy, praised Egypt's balanced positions in dealing with the crises in the Middle East and ways to resolve them, stressing on the importance of upgrading relations with Egypt in a manner that is consistent with the existing international and regional challenges. This came during Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry's meeting on Monday in Brussels with the Ministers of Foreign Affairs of the European Union on the sidelines of the meetings of the 10th session of the Egyptian-European Partnership Council. Separately, Shoukry met on Monday with European Commissioner for Crisis Management, Janez Lenarčič. Spokesperson and director of the General Diplomacy Department at the Egyptian Foreign Ministry, Ambassador Ahmed Abu Zeid, stated that the meeting tackled in detail the humanitarian and security aspects of the crisis in the Gaza Strip and the joint paths of movement between Egypt and the European Union to alleviate the humanitarian suffering of the Palestinian people, as well as coordinating efforts to enhance the volume of humanitarian assistance provided to the sector. In this context, Egypt's top diplomat stressed on the need for important international parties such as the European Union to adopt clear positions towards achieving a comprehensive ceasefire as the only way to contain the humanitarian crisis in Gaza, as well as the categorical rejection of any Israeli attempts to displace Palestinians from their homeland. For his part, the European Commissioner was keen to listen to the Foreign Minister to learn about the Egyptian efforts to provide and deliver humanitarian assistance and the important role of the Egyptian Red Crescent in cooperation with international relief agencies in this regard and the reception of Palestinian wounded and injured. Shoukry emphasized in this regard the need for all international parties, including the European Union, to support the full implementation of UN Security Council Resolution 2720 and to activate the work of the United Nations mechanism as soon as possible to facilitate and expedite the arrival of humanitarian aid shipments to the residents of the sector. And ahead of the 10th session of the Egyptian-European Union Partnership Council and on the sidelines of the European Union Foreign Affairs Council meeting in Brussels, Shoukry also met with Javier Bettel, Deputy Prime Minister of the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg and Minister of Foreign and European Affairs, Foreign Trade and Development Cooperation. The developments in the situation in Gaza dominated the meeting as the Luxembourg Foreign Minister was keen to get acquainted with the Egyptian reading of the current crisis situation. Shoukry reviewed the determinants of the Egyptian position on the crisis and the results of the contacts that Egypt is conducting with various parties in order to reach an immediate ceasefire, pointing to the disastrous and unprecedented humanitarian conditions in the Gaza Strip. He also confirmed the complete rejection of the claims that have been raised in some official and unofficial circles in Israel about the displacement of Palestinians from the Gaza Strip to Egypt. The top diplomat also held talks with Maria Gabriel, Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister of Bulgaria, where he stressed the centrality of the Palestinian cause and rejected Israeli practices, highlighting the Egyptian efforts made to achieve stability and security in the countries of the region and to end conflicts. For her part, the Bulgarian minister expressed her appreciation for the great role played by Egypt in ensuring the entry of humanitarian aid into the Gaza Strip and the evacuation of Bulgarian nationals from the Strip.